Hey, MechDowan here. Today we are taking a look at the Paradigm from Jazzware's 4-inch Fortnite line. I got this from Walmart for about $10. We'll flip around here. Over on the left side you can see the series and the number, but on the back, the Paradigm, her allegiance is unknown, one of the 7. Here in the middle we have the cross sell, and we've now seen all of these figures. For those who want to see the barcode, here it is. Let's get this figure opened up. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and please subscribe so you'll be notified of future videos. If you want to help the channel out and you play Fortnite, please feel free to add my creator code to your Epic account. It's MechDowan. The Paradigm is a rare skin and part of the 7 set. Released in Chapter 1 Season 10, this skin was 1,200 V-Bucks and only available for 3 days. It is unknown if it will ever return to the shop. This figure is number 154 from the Fortnite 4-inch action figure line. She comes with what I believe is the Spectral Axe. It looks like it to me just based off the coloring. It looks a little bit different I think in-game, so that's what I'm going to call this until somebody tells me otherwise. And please, if this is a different axe, let me know. It's kind of cool. I mean, look at all the colors. It's nice and glossy. One thing I'll notice is after I put it in her hand, you'll notice here, it's got some black spots on there, and if we take a look at her hand, it doesn't look like it's rubbed off. I did notice, we'll go ahead, I guess, bring her in and take a look more here at the figure, but I did notice on her left hand, if you can see there, there is some pink colors on the left hand. Which is interesting is I actually got 2 of these action figures, and I'll bring the other one in here, and if you'll notice on the left hand, there is also pink right around there. So I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know if, like, at the factory, they put this axe in the hands and it just rubbed off early, or what exactly is going on. It's kind of weird. The other, see, and here's the funny thing. This Spectral Axe here also has a couple of the dots. I thought maybe this was from me posing it, but now I'm noticing that this one also has a couple. So how weird is that? It's like maybe while it was still tacky paint or something, someone like put it in the hand? That's kind of weird to think about. That's kind of odd. I don't know if that's actually the case or not. So anyway, let's get on with the articulation. She is about 4 inches tall, the standard size of most of these figures. I'll just grab one over here that I've got. There's Mancake. So yeah, it's about the same height as the other figures. She has 28 points of articulation, and we'll go through that here real quick. So ball joint on the head. Head rotates all the way around. She can look down, and she can look up. Her shoulders or her arms rotate at the shoulders like that. Both sides do quite easily. Now, the left shoulder has this bit of armor, and I don't know how far up. I can get it to go that far. I don't know how far up before it starts damaging that piece, so I don't really want to go much further beyond about 1 click. But her right arm can go up quite a ways. This is a pretty stiff figure, so I hope it doesn't break while we're doing this. The elbow has a hinge and a rotation. Let's see if I can get her standing up straight, kind of, sort of. And her arm is about that angle right there. Hope this is staying in focus. I'm trying to keep this in focus. Get in focus, you. Alright, and back to things. The wrist, that's the elbow. The wrist rotates and hinges back and forth like all the others, and there's a good torso movement back and forth. She can stand straight. Well, kind of stand straight. She's got a good back and forth. Her waist does rotate, but you really got to crank on that thing, at least on this figure. If you want to do the splits, her left side can do the splits far better than the right side. She has a pouch on this right leg over here that prevents that. There is thigh rotation. Again, mine is pretty stiff, so it doesn't really want to do too much. There is double pin at the knee, and it can go back about that far. Then finally, last little bits, there's the pivot at the ankle and a hinge that will allow the foot to go up that far and down about that far. Now, one thing I kind of figured out works if the feet are stiff or the ankles are stiff, one thing you could do is warm it up in hot water. Well, two things: warm it up in hot water or use something like a blow dryer. Another thing I discovered: don't do this don't force it. But if you turn the foot sideways, it felt a little bit easier to get it going. When you turn it sideways, as opposed to this way will most definitely break it just the way it's built. But if you rotate it sideways, it seemed like there was a little bit more, I don't know, sturdiness to it if you wanted to try to rotate it that way. So, but anyway, I would recommend on any stiff joints to heat them up, whether it's with hot water or with air, hair dryer or something like that. Just get them warmed up and the plastic will soften and it should be a little bit more pliable. If it doesn't work or if it stiffens back up after you do that, then go and heat it up again, and after a couple times it should work. She's got this kind of odd habit, I don't know if you can see, of when you're standing there, that her rear end kind of sticks out a little bit every time I try to straighten her up. It eventually just pops back out there, so there, we'll get her straightened back up and looks, I think, a lot better that way. What do you think? Anyway, so that's the Paradigm figure. It's a pretty quick, simple little video review today. It's a cool looking figure. I think it looks really good. Overall, I think the colors look nice. I think the design is pretty good. I think it's a lot better than some of the female figures Jazwares has put out in the past. And actually, this is kind of a fun, interesting little pose that I got her in. Got the right leg kind of crooked, not crooked, like rotated just a little bit. The left foot straight out. Got her arm up. I don't know, I think it kind of looks like a cool pose. She does make me think Star Wars a little bit, just with the armor. I actually have Mandalorian flashbacks looking at her. But yeah, I think this is a great looking figure, and I was super excited about this figure when I saw that it was leaked or revealed, however you want to term it, way back. What was it? About a year ago now, I think we've been anticipating this figure. It seems like it's been a long time that we've known about this figure. Yeah, the colors look good, and just a really nice sci-fi-ish look. You could, if you don't want to use it for Fortnite, you want to use it for something else, it would look great as just some sort of a sci-fi female armor warrior trooper thing. You could probably troop build her, actually, if you're not using her as a named character. But that's kind of cool. So I'm actually really glad that this was a solo release instead of a multi-pack or comes with something else. Makes it much more achievable for a lot more people at about $10 or so. Maybe, and this is just a really out there idea, maybe if this figure sells well because it looks so good, it does look so good, maybe if it sells really well, Jazwares will try some more female figures. Just a thought. Yeah, it just looks good. Like, there's all these little orange highlights. There's the blue. Sorry, I'm still looking at this thing as we're going on. The armor's cool. It's a good-looking figure. That's the last time I'll say that. How about that? All right, let's get done. Let's get out of here. Now it's your turn. What do you think about this figure? Leave your thoughts in the comments section below. But before you head out of here, and if you haven't already, check out my review of Sludge in the lower left corner, right down there. Thank you for watching. Please like this video and share it everywhere. It really helps the channel to grow. If you enjoy this content, maybe somebody else will. I will see you in the next video.